If you want to teach your dog or a small dog down, what you need to focus on is not necessarily saying the word down, but the dog's understanding of the word down. So step one, you know I'm all about steps for you, is we're gonna get a dog who is food motivated, and if they're not food motivated, we're gonna do our food motivation homework, right? And now I'm gonna lure the head down and back. I'll click once the dog goes down and back. And I'm gonna wait for him to rest. There we go. And I have the kibble like this in my hand, a very small kibble for this small dog. Then I will take his head and force it back. And then he learns that way, right? Using food, but I'm still manipulating or forcing the dog to go down and back. And I could say that word shamelessly, right? A lot of people like to say force free, force that. I'm just gonna focus on the dog's understanding, right? And eventually, it'll be less of his head going down, and I have taught a gesture. Like that. So no, none of that pawing, right? None of that paw. I want to be careful with that paw of when I mark the reward, because he might think it means paw and then go down. If things stall out, he gets a little bored, I'm just gonna simply move a bit, and movement will get the dog a little bit more interested. And also working on an elevated platform is a big thing. I'm experiencing some back pain from working basically bending instead of using my legs. I learned the hard way. So working on these elevated platforms, tables, picnic tables, etc. are beneficial because one, the dog has what we would call an extended placemat, and also it's easier on your back. You don't have to bend down. When I transition to doing this on the ground, if I do my homework right, I won't have to bend down as much. And people ask, how do I get that emergency or fast pace down? All we do is train a little faster. You got the flexi over here. When it's potty time, I like for them to be on the flexi. Those like go explore and find a bathroom. So I'm gonna continue on. I think the question in your mind is, how long do I do this for? I want this, basically my hand like this, to mean down with no food. And then what I'll progress to is, you'll see, in my head I'll say down means this, right? So what I'm teaching the dog in my mind is that down and back means the food lure. Then what's gonna happen is this food lure will start to disappear. Again, I'm trying to progress faster than I need to, for you to have a reference to focus on when you get back home. So dog's not ready for leash pressure yet, so we're just gonna focus on that food lure, right? That's how you'll know too. If you make the same mistake more than twice and your dog doesn't listen, it's not that they're not listening, it's that they don't understand. That's a big key to understand, is that dog makes a mistake 2 times in a row. It's not a mistake, they just don't understand. So go back to reframing or teaching what the behavior is.